Dice Paper Roll is made in the lands of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present. We wish to acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded over it. Always was, always will be, Aboriginal land.
You pass through these mists at your own risk, for they will lead you elsewhere, into a realm of suffering. Beyond lies the domain of the vampire, Strahd von Zarevich. Even death will not release you from the torment that awaits you there, for nothing leaves Barovia, not even your eternal soul.
The huge ball of flame sizzles in the cold night air, evaporating the mist that clings to the gnarled trees of the ancient forest. The detonation disturbs the birds that nest in the hostile foliage, and they scatter up into the billowing clouds that permanently cloak the land. Below, the smoking crater leaves a noticeable scar in the landscape. A hollow that holds a confused and leather-clad half-orc. His armor smokes from the blast, scarred by the intense but short-lived flame. And on the seat of his leather pants, the cracks and burns in the leather form a pattern that spells DPR, Curse of Strahd.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
G'day and welcome to another episode of DPR Does Curse of Strahd, episode number 19. My name is Emil and I play Sonny Bono, the Sword of the Sun God, with mysterious powers. He is a sentient sword with a sensitive but smooth pommel. Welcome to the show.
Smooth as eggs.
My name's Ben, and I play Ragyog, the Goblin Cleric of Lathander, a sentient goblin who has a flappy face at the moment, bitten by a werewolf right in the moneymaker last episode, and ouchies.
So most people have like professions, right? When they're not adventuring, there's usually that's part of a character in D&D. When you say that you got bit on the moneymaker, does that mean Ragyog is a like underground bit of a model in the goblin community? Is that
before he became a ghost tour operator? Yes, but then to still live his old glory days, he modelled on his own pamphlets.
Classic. I would have thought that maybe the flappy skin and scars will be good for business in future.
Well, he hasn't realised that yet, but you've just sparked a secret hope, Emil.
It's a different kind of modelling, but you know, it's not the same. It's not the same kind of pamphlet.
Yeah, there's something out there for everybody, you know. Don't want to yuck anyone else's yum.
That's right.
There's a big opportunity in the cosmetic surgery pamphlet market for you to.
You're the before. They get someone else for the after.
Yeah.
We'll just use an old headshot for the after. Don't worry, Ragyog. No. I mean, we got doctors and they're good, but they're not that good.
My God, he looks 13 years younger.
And ripped, God.
Is he wearing makeup? Yes, it's remarkable work.
All right, who else is up? Come on now. Welcome. Introduce yourself.
I thought Jack was going to. But I'm Dan, and I'm playing Hans von Such, the confused half orc blood hunter who has been branded by DPR. Yeah, don't know what's going to happen to him at the moment. I'm still trying to figure that out.
What's a
Maybe I'll
blood
just
hunter?
die. A blood hunter. Blood hunter is a character class that was created by the wonderful Matthew Mercer from Critical Role fame. It's they use blood magic is basically what it is, and they specialize in hunting the undead or particular kind of nasties.
Right. So they don't actually hunt blood because the undead would be the wrong place to start there.
Yeah, it
Right.
would be. Well, I guess
Okay.
it depends. I mean, maybe it's just congealed and it's, it's still there. But it's, I mean, if it's a skeleton, well, then, yeah, he's fucked.
Have we seen him do much blood magic? I don't recall a hell of a lot.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit.
A little bit.
Not very well.
Not very well.
Yeah,
It doesn't,
not great.
Okay.
Turns out,
Okay.
not so effective to hurt yourself in order to hurt other things. Good one, Matt.
Way to make a shit character class, Matt.
Oh, jeez.
It's going in the Yelp review.
I'm Jack, and I play Louise, the fish woman communist. I mean, fish woman paladin.
Class communist.
Class communist.
Religion? No, thank you. Yeah.
And she turns out is a bit of a badass. I learned from last episode. Really
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah. Does she get her power from Karl Marx then, or?
It's actually Karl Barks.
Okay.
Oh, deep
I thought you were going to go for like Karl Marxy.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not
here
too
for
late
the
to
aquatic
retcon.
raised
Ah.
humor. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
She just summons her power from the proletariat.
Yeah, exactly.
She's emboldened by the workers.
Yes. Yes.
What was it?
Maybe
in
then
your-
every time she casts a spell, a bunch of just like workers just appear and perform.
Sing.
Like, yeah.
Chorus, a
Dude.
rousing chorus of the Internationale.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. My name's Lauren, and I play Epomia Phospheme, but you can call her Mo. She's a human rogue assassin with the party at the moment. She's got her favorite thing that she has is a bowler hat that's got cat ears on it. It's kind of steampunk style. She's someone you'd find at a rave, absolutely. She has two beautiful daggers that she loves called Pinky and Minty that are completely covered in ridiculous ornaments that say things like live, laugh, stab. I'm pretty sure she's still at the party at the moment because I've also been, I'm a twofer, and I've been playing another character called Irina Indirovich. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Irina
Jurovic.
Indirovich, the daughter of the burgomaster from Barovia.
Previous episodes.
Previous episodes. Something's happened. So she was Strahd had taken her and was feeding off her quite a lot. I think he'd also put some other woman in her called Tatiana. It's a bit mysterious. I'm not quite sure. And last episode, she had a real old battle with Hans and developed fire powers and a bunch of other shit, and shit got real. So I think she now deserves her own introduction.
right.
She's
Nice.
kind of a bit gloomy looking. She wears a lot of grey. She kind of seems she's pretty plain, but then also kind of in the way where you might not notice her straight away. She kind of blends in a little bit.
She loves a
But-
podcast from memory.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's maybe a little shy, maybe a bit introverted, and she loves podcasts. Loves
Yeah.
them. like listens to him all the time. Is
Not this
probably
one,
the
though.
favorite thing to do. But she does
She's got
not like
taste.
this podcast.
How much into fantasy realms?
Yeah.
Oh, she loves Critical Role, just not this one.
Big fan.
Yeah. She's a critter.
And my name's Greg Pickering. I am the dungeon master for Curse of Strahd, and also, just a generally lackluster dungeon master. So strap
Fishing.
in. You're in for a subpar
Self-taught.
experience, everybody.
Self-taught.
Oh,
Don't get your hopes up. Aim low,
Take
exceed
the-
those expectations,
Yeah.
and reap the rewards. Thanks for the tip, Joe Biden.
Undersell,
All right,
just deliver.
Ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
We've really set up first-time listeners to have very low expectations.
That's good. They're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
It's all gravy from
Maybe.
here.
If
Maybe.
they're still with us. Yeah.
All right. So Hans, you are left standing in a smoking crater in the middle of the forest on your way back to the castle Ravenloft, Strahd's castle, and Irina was standing in front of you, and you just had the magical duel, and as you were trying to convince her to marry Strahd to save the realm of Barovia, she reached out and gathered the mists around her and disappeared from your view.
Any of the dire wolves or regular old wolves still alive, or have they all been like incinerated by the blast?
Oh no, they were all incinerated.
Right.
Absolutely.
Hello,
And it's just-
Wolfie.
it's-
Wolfie.
It's just you and the gnarled trees of the forest around you.
Man, that was so cool. She's super cool. And I don't know, I'm really confused now because Strahd's very cool, but that was pretty dope, I must say. But why is everyone that's got fire so cool? Maybe I should look at getting some fire. Maybe some fire powers. That'd be cool. I guess I should speak to my pal. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on trucking on to Castle Ravenloft, and I'm gonna go and, I'm sure he's a very reasonable guy. He's super cool, so I reckon if I apologize and say I really tried to bring Irina to him, that he'll totally forgive me, and maybe he'll give me fire powers. That'd be super cool. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, I got better. He's going to cover up the dead wolves as well, and just hopefully he
Piles of
doesn't see
ash.
this.
So you just like smush them into the dirt around you, and you set off through the woods towards Ravenloft. Irina, you are invisible, still standing in the smoking crater, but you hear Hans mutter to himself and stalk off in the direction of the castle. Irina, you know the land reasonably well. You were able to find your direction quite well last time, so you know where you are, and you know the way back to Valakai and where the rest of the party were. So yeah, what would you like to do?
Irina's gonna watch Hans just kind of disappear, and he's still got a split in his pants, and he still looks super dumb, and she's quite aware that he's definitely taken some sort of turn. She's pretty impressed with what she's just accomplished. She feels very powerful. Part of her would be like, I could take Strahd right now. I could just follow Hans and see where that goes. I've got a lot running through me, but she also is pretty aware of the party's powers as well, and feels like that they could probably, their powers combined do in Strahd once and for all. So she's going to go and find them. We'll see who's super cool.
Well, those powers are quite new to her as well, so probably a little bit more exploration of that before she'd feel fully ready to face Strahd, maybe. But yeah, so she heads off through the forest back down towards the others, quickly finding the path, the road that leads down to Valakai. Okay. So Hans, you trek up the ridge towards the castle and quickly find yourself within an hour at the entrance to the castle, and as you reach the towering gates with there's two huge carved pillars on either side of the road with worn images of knights engraven into the stone. And huge rusted iron gates hang ajar, and as you step through those gates, they creak behind you, and you walk up.
Creaking.
Yes, they only creak a little bit, just a small amount of creaking.
Oiled.
I really wanted to have the same sound effect as the wooden creaking from all the early episodes.
I just turned down the volume. It's a little annoying. So you head up, and the day begins to break behind you. But as always, the dawn in Barovia is accompanied by a thick layer of clouds that cloak the sky, and so the dim dawn light breaks, and you can hear birds chirping in the forest around you as you approach the drawbridge that runs over to the castle. And as you get closer and closer, the bird song disappears and fades into the background, and this huge towering Gothic castle stands in front of you. It's one main spire standing much taller than the rest, and it has a like a fairy tale conical top with you can see that there's a walkway underneath, and as you approach, you step onto the drawbridge, and you can see far below the rushing River Ivlis moving past, more than 1,000 feet below, and you can see it falls down into the pools below, which you recognize where you found Mordenkainen's Bookie Wookie. Do you
That's
still
where I
have-
blew up the last time.
Yeah. Do you still have the Bookie Wookie?
I do. Yes, I do.
Good.
Ah.
Okay, so as you head across, there's a huge stone gatehouse, and a thick iron portcullis sits closed. And as you step across, that portcullis begins to creak and clank as it slowly lifts up just high enough for you to duck under.
Oh, really? You couldn't lift it up high enough that I could just walk standing up? Okay, fine. I'll duck down. Thank you. Jeez.
As you duck down, it creaks and lowers a bit more, so that as you move under, you have to get down on your hands and knees and sort of scrabble through.
Does he limbo it, or is it like...
Yeah. Does he limbo? Or?
Is the gatekeeper Jamaican? Come on! Under the barman!
It's not very good in these pants, these leather pants. It's kind of a bit hard to limbo. It's a bit more of a breeze. But okay, fine. And he crawls under the portcullis. Hello?
As you scrabble forwards, you're in this huge mustering area at the entrance to the castle, and the entrance proper is 100 feet ahead of you, up a set of stairs with curling stone balustrade, and these huge ornate wooden doors stand closed, and they're banded with iron, and the immense and castle, the dark stone sits heavy around you, and as you scramble forward on your hands and knees, you get past the portcullis, and you look around and take in this vision, sweeping your eyes from left to right, and as you turn back, suddenly there is There are a pair of shiny leather boots, extremely well crafted, stood just in front of you as if appeared from nowhere. And you look up and see the visage of Strahd standing above you. His well-cut suit seems to have been replaced. The burnt one that you saw only a few hours ago is replaced, and he wears a black cloak with silver lining, and his aquiline nose and strong features look down on you with almost a twinge of disgust. His pale skin stretches over his extremely handsome but almost animal, angular face.
Question from an audience member's point of view. You mentioned shiny boots. Are they ruby slippers?
From yes and. That's,
You don't have to yes and the audience.
They
but
are.
I just-
Yes, no, I do.
Okay.
They are. He does like to wear slippers around the castle, and over that cloak, he's also wearing a dressing gown, and he's holding a steaming cup of cocoa, which he throws on you. Yeah,
Oh, Jesus. Oh, this would be intimidating if we weren't such good friends.
I told you to bring her to me, and yet you come alone.
Yes, I know. But hey, Strahd, like, you see, there was this weird thing that she did where she just like, she kind of just, you know, when she exploded, when you tried to take her, well then she exploded when I tried to take her too. And so we're kind of like fire brothers, you know? We were both burnt. And so I'm just thinking, like, I mean, it happened to you. I mean, you can't really hold it against me when the same thing happened to me, you know? I tried. I got away from everyone else. I had her. It was all cool. And then there was a pack of wolves, and I was the alpha. It was super cool. And
Where are the wolves?
What?
Where are my pack?
Oh, she killed them. She killed them. She burnt them. With the explosion that burnt me, I got her a little bit, you know, because I got this cool hellish rebuke kind of thing going on.
He reaches down and grasps you by the shoulders and lifts you up as if to your feet. It doesn't hurt. He just holds you by the shoulders and lifts you up to your feet.
Oh, that's
but
kind
then
of gentle.
Doesn't stop and keeps lifting you up off the ground to hold you in front of him. You hurt her.
No.
His eyes blaze with fury.
No, I didn't hurt her.
You
Strahdy,
hurt
bro. No.
My Tatiana.
No, dude, no. It was this whole kind of fire swirl thing. I think maybe she burnt herself a little bit. It was like, I tried to rebuke it, but it didn't work. You know, we're cool. We're buds. Come on, man. Like, chill out.
He
Take
puts
a
you
chill
back
pill.
down on the flagstones and lets go of you, just
Oh.
dusting off a bit of ash from your shoulder
Yeah,
as he lets go of you.
see, look at me. I'm burnt. Look at that. She's dangerous. You know?
Yes, the explosion was unexpected. And you say it happened again.
Yeah, it did. She blew up me and all the wolves, and then she just like vanished into the mist. It was like all the mist kind of came together around her, and then she was just gone. And I was like, super cool, right? And
My Tatiana, even after all these years, you surprise me. Where is she now?
okay, well, you know, did you? Okay, I'll say it again. The mists came, and she just disappeared. So I couldn't see her anymore, you know? Because she disappeared.
Why are you here then?
Well, you know.
Without
Well,
my bride.
I lost her, and I'm just here reporting back, telling you I tried to do a good thing. I'm with you, Strahdy.
Fuck's sake. Trying to find a good successor is almost fucking impossible.
What was that?
Nothing. I don't need you here.
But, if you could give me, like, some cool fire powers, then maybe, we could, like, be...
Oh, yes. I have something that might assist you.
Super
He reaches into his cloak and pulls out a ruby red gem.
cool.
He hands it to you.
Hey, they match your shoes.
Yes, I've got quite a lot of matching things. It's
Yeah.
amazing what you can accumulate over thousands of years.
I really like your style.
This will help you. Now, go back to your friends and tell them that I betrayed you and you are now rid of me. Get back in their trust.
Okay.
And when you have my Tatiana alone,
Yeah.
rub this gem and whisper my name,
Okay.
and I will come to you.
Bit weird, but okay. So does this give me firepower, or?
Oh yes, it will make you much stronger. It will protect you against harm.
Okay. All right. Can I have a fire horse?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
He grabs both sides of your face and looks deep into your eyes. Succeed in this, Hans von Such,
okay.
and you, and I will gift upon you eternal life
Oh, cool.
and unlimited power.
Firepower?
Sure, yes,
Yeah.
firepower.
Can you stop squeezing my face?
Can you can you make a wisdom save for me, please?
Cool. 13.
Okay. So you are further charmed by him
Super cool.
for another 24 hours.
It's only been an hour, hasn't it? Like, or maybe 2.
No, on top. So it's 2 days now.
Cool.
That you're really, really deep in his thrall, and you just think he is the best thing since sliced bread.
Which hasn't even been invented yet.
Yeah, which
I just had an idea. What if we got bread and we cut it?
you mean pre-sliced?
Like,
Incredible.
yes, and then we could just
Maybe you
sell
can
it.
be of use to me after all. Now go, my pet. Get my bride for me, and I will give you the power, the firepower that you desire.
Cool. Okay, so like you just call me Pet. So I'm cool that we got nicknames.
Sorry, it's
now.
just a nickname, yes. It's
yeah.
just a turn of phrase.
Cool. I'm gonna call you Nightshade.
I actually don't mind that. That's fine.
Cool. Maybe we can think about a cooler nickname for me later. Okay. I'm thinking like we
Yes,
got this
maybe.
whole '80s vibe, kind of thing going, like Nightshade.
Yeah,
and,
yes.
Roller coaster. I don't know.
I will give you a ride on. I'll give you a ride on my flaming horse.
Let's do it, Nightshade.
Oh no, I'm not coming with you. You can take the flaming horse. It'll deliver you to where you need to go.
Can I keep it?
Yeah, I'm not doubling. I'm not gonna double up on the saddle with you. Not in those pants.
I could be in the front, and you could put your strong arms around me. And we could just,
The horse appears in the courtyard. It rides down out of the sky and lands in the courtyard. And no, it's best if you go alone. Now go, pet. And he puts you in the saddle and do my bidding. And the horse gallops up into the night sky, its flaming mane leaving a smoking trail. And it's fucking cool to ride a nightmare into the sky.
This is. I just think of Never Ending. I can't remember the song from the Never Ending Story, but I'm just like, yeah, woo, yeah. yeah, punch in the air, just like, yeah, cool. Bye, Nightshade.
The horse.
story.
The horse sings? Wow.
Yeah, the horse.
I sure do.
Never-ending story.
I'm the never-ending horsey.
What's the horse's name? Ben?
Frank.
Frank. Frank the Nightmare. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, never-ending horsey.
Frank the Nightmare carries you through the sky and down towards the lake and delivers you back at the campsite, Hans alone. And then the horse rides off into the sky and disappears amongst the clouds. So while all that is happening, the rest of the party, you are tracking Hans and Irina, and you spotted the explosion off in the distance, and you all turned and rushed towards it, and you're beating your way through the forest. It's heavy going, and the wood is dense. The undergrowth is dense, but you are able to sort of track a trail. And as you're heading up, Irina, you spot them approaching, but you are still invisible.
And then Burt Reynolds says, "Hey Farrah, you should go into water polo." I'm just like, "No, man, just give me a star." And we laughed so hard.
God, Sonny, that's the 8th time you've told that fucking story.
I get better every time.
I laughed the first 4, but my disposition is somewhat rustled by this story again.
Ever tell you about the time I did cocaine with L. Ron Hubbard? Oh man, that guy can blow. I tell you what.
It actually sounds kind of fun.
Fun. You haven't had your third eye open with a man who knows what it is, And his eyes kind of glaze over as he looks up at the stars for a second.
The 10-year-old boy.
I know. This is a child.
10-year-old boy clutching us.
A child with flares and a thatch of chest hair and a moustache and a small bald spot, but who's he's subtly covering that up at every opportunity. Right. So,
where's your sister? Did we just leave Myrtle behind before? Did we, Ragyog? I'm sorry. My face is in terrible searing pain. Look, and he lifts a bit of his cheek up and just
I don't remember.
flaps his cheek. See how much this hurts. I think we might have left her behind. Terribly sorry, freak. Best be on to find Hans. Hey?
I mean, I'd say I feel bad about it, but I'm not really freak at this point. It's all sword, baby.
I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
I shotgun not breaking it to him once I get him to drop me. I'll tell you what, I do not want to be responsible for that. It's on you. You noticed it.
Well, to be fair though, they were in Irina's care.
Hey, true.
She was the cool aunt. She just ran off. Well, dragged off.
Irresponsible is what it was. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Very much so. Can't just fall asleep on the job.
Wait, so how does this work? You are a sword or you are a man? What is?
I'd rather not get into that right now. We got bigger fish to fry. So sorry. Pardon the pun. I did not mean to. I mean, we got.
It's all right if we make those jokes, right? I mean, we are amongst like-minded people, so I just want to.
I think we're all friends
It's all
here.
right,
Right?
isn't
We
it?
can all have a bit of a laugh.
We can make these kind of jokes, right? Is that good with you?
I mean, I feel okay with it.
Of course, we just had fish just earlier.
I think if you don't let us make aqua-related puns, that'd be pretty shellfish of you. Oh, man.
I see. That is a good one.
I'm laughing, but I do continue to not want to encourage him too much.
You know, Diana Ross was allergic to seafood. I don't know sure if I told that story, but we were down in the Sunstrip Strip one time, and we went into an all-you-can-eat fish restaurant. I think it was me, Diana Ross, two of the Supremes, but not all three.
Irina just like unveils herself in the middle of Sunny's speech and goes, "Shut up."
Oh,
There you are, Irina. And yes, by the way, I could not agree more. What was that sound that accompanied your arrival? That
That was me
like
appearing out of the mist.
Oh,
Yeah, the mist just disperses around her like that, away from her form, and Irina is standing in front of you.
Hello.
where have you been, Irina?
Good question.
where's Hans, the leather boy?
So where have you all been? You look terrible, especially you.
Yes, well, I got bit on the face. Yes, I really should do something about that, shouldn't I? Is anybody else hurt?
I'm all right.
I mean,
I killed a werewolf. I'm pretty good, actually.
All right, I'll just see to myself then, and Ragyog casts Cure Wounds. But something goes wrong in the casting of it, and his skin stitches together, but like the corner of his mouth is drawn up a bit in a permanent smile, which really doesn't suit him, but also the same side, his eye is kind of dragged down a little bit. And the eyelid is a bit droopy.
yeah.
But it feels much better. Oh, what do you think, guys?
Yeah, it looks great.
Pretty as a picture,
You
huh?
look like a Photoshop fail.
quite unique. Look, I know a guy back in the 80s was all the rage. Tell you what, I'll give you a number. Just find my pocketbook. Oh, shit. Pulls up in the pommel his little Rolodex. Pulls out a business card. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
This pommel is much larger than I at first envisaged.
It's a very small Rolodex.
That is a thick sword.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. Thanks. Hey.
Well, I feel much better. We've lost a small child, and where did Hans go?
Oh,
Well, the thing is about Hans, I'm not sure if you all realize this in time, but did he seem a little pro-Strahd to anyone else?
well, yes.
Yes.
I mean, he did seem a little evil, but I didn't want that to, be the guy who's like, oh, the guy with the German accent's an evil one, I didn't want to go down that path.
you don't want to pinch and hole anybody, that's true. I mean, he's a nice guy. Like, he says cool a lot, but he's a nice guy. Well, the thing is, he's been charmed by Strahd. Strahd's gotten to him somehow.
Oh.
And he's put something, he gets in your brain. This is how I know. He will get inside your skin and live it inside out. He will turn your thoughts and your mind completely into circles. He will just get in there and just jizz all over your brain.
Oh, that is a interesting metaphor.
He has jizzed so hard into Hans's brain.
Have you met
And,
L. Ron Hubbard? It sounds very similar.
Have you met Hans? I think he might like
I
that.
wouldn't put it past it. Strahd and Elrond are definitely buddies. So he was trying to take me to him, and I didn't even realize until, I'd been knocked out, and I don't even remember anything that happened beyond, I think I saw Strahd, and then the next thing I know, I'm being woken up on Hans's back as he is carrying me very badly. And there was a bunch of wolves around, and all wolves are followers of Strahd. And I was terrified. And then something happened, and I kind of can do this now. And she sort of like whips up a bit of flame into her hand, the same way as she did the first time. But it kind of like sort of puffs and sparks and wobbles, and then it grows too big for her, and she goes, ooh, hot, and it kind of drops on the ground and fizzles.
Oh, that is very cool.
It was so much cooler before.
I mean, when you were passed out the first time, you actually exploded like a big fireball.
I did feel a little explodey afterwards. Yes. Yes, I'm remembering now. Was I in the sky?
I've been there. The sky. Yeah. You're on a steed, right?
No, that did. What?
Huh?
No, that didn't happen.
Must have been a dream I had. Oh, back in '82 when I was hanging out with. Never mind. That's a story for another time.
Okay, so Hans is charmed, and we should probably go get him, right? Because
I would. The only place he's going is Strahd right now. It's the only way. They're just like moths to a flame. If he does see Strahd, I don't know what he'll be like afterwards. I'm just saying we should be wary.
it
if
could
he
really
does
be more
return to
annoying
us.
than he already is. Could he?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He could be more annoying.
I'm sorry. I didn't pay attention to anything you were saying. I just looking at your face. My God, it's that is something else.
Thank you. I used to be a model. I gave it up a long time ago. It's a ruthless business, and only promotes vanity and eating disorders. I just couldn't stop eating.
Well,
Couldn't really. Yeah, it was. Look,
glad to hear you're on the other.
Binging is a terrible thing, mate. I'm so there with you. So there.
Did you bring this up with your union or no?
I didn't have one.
Oh, you should have a look at this book. Wait a second, it's somewhere around here. It's here it is. And she hands you a copy of Das Krabbetau.
Oh, I've seen a copy of this. Thank you. I think I was up to this bit, and Ragyog flicks through the pages and puts the business card that Sonny gave him into it and closes it and goes, "Oh, that'll be some good bedtime reading. That will be." And Pat's like just shoves it into his bag, never intending to read it ever.
Well, I got no plans before dinner time. Should we head on to this castle?
Well, I mean, it's not an exciting place in this wood now. And to be honest, if he's gone to Ravenloft, I don't think we should follow him. Maybe we should go to Valakai.
Well, I think, yes. I mean, that's where you're meant to be going, isn't it, Irina?
Perhaps-
You don't want to go straight into Strahd's waiting arms from the sounds of things?
Well, I thought I could with this fire thing, but she clicks her fingers again, and then the spark just like pings off to a bunch of different trees. Ping, pong, ping, ping, ping. I had it
Oh,
before.
shit,
I
it's
was
like-
right there.
It's like Christmas at David Blaine's house. God damn.
There.
You're being awfully quiet, Mo. What do you have to say?
Oh, just sitting back here, watching all the flames in the arena and stuff. It's pretty cool. Maybe we should go Valakai. I'm just saying it's kind of crap in these woods now. And there's like weird ash pockets everywhere. That's weird.
Hey, is that a bit of fur and teeth? Oh my God.
Ooh.
I mean, look, I know that I fight with Hans a lot. He annoys the shit out of me. I do feel a little bit guilty just leaving him up in Ravenloft.
Oh,
But I
do
don't
I
suppose-
sense a daring rescue mission?
Well, at least maybe I can't. My brain is failing me. Just a little mosey on over.
We could
closer
do a
to the
recce.
castle.
Should we? We could do a cheeky recce, right? Like just
Yeah, I
rock
think
up,
so, Bo.
have a little shufty, see what we can find.
See if
Well,
we can
let's-
see him, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go in the castle. I just want to find the bastard.
Maybe we could go to the city, get some things, get more supplies.
Have a nice big fish dinner. I mean, sorry, buddy. I didn't. Oh, God.
Again, we had fish just last night. That is not a problem for me.
I just don't know what I can say in this world anymore, you know? It's PC gone mad, you know? It's
okay,
what's
Sonny.
okay and what isn't.
You're around friends.
I feel that. It's going to be around like-minded individuals.
But I think I could do with a rest. That was quite an intense battle after just coming out of the lake.
That is true. My face does hurt, and I do like my sleep.
Hey, what's
and
that sound?
We're
Can you hear
not
that?
going to be any good to Hans not at full power. What is that sound?
What is that sound?
It's the sound of the ancient forest around you creaking as the dim sunlight begins to warm the boughs around
Does
you.
anyone speak tree? I once had a DMT thing and I thought I could for a bit, but it escapes me for the time being. Anyone speak tree? You speak tree, little man? Says to flat face.
Flap face.
I wish I did. I've tried before, but they don't talk back.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Nope, they're not answering. Nope, nothing.
Oh, is that it? Is it what?
Yeah, it's true.
No, I am not getting anything either.
Oh, what? Oh no, it's just you making that sound, isn't it? Oh, sorry. All right, yeah, no. It's very
No, that ain't me. That's the
accurate.
tree.
Oh, all right. Well, I think it's judging us. That's definitely the sound of judgment.
Ragyog takes himself off to the side and looks up through the trees to even the faintest glimmer of light and just goes, "Morning, Lord. Please, we're clearly all at a loss of what to do. Show me some side, because I'm really torn between doing the right thing and offering hope and salvation to Hans and also just, getting back for a good kip and a tasty breakfast."
You pray to the Morning Lord, and there's a small there's a small glimmer of sunlight breaks through the clouds back in the direction you came from, shining towards Valakai.
Hey, well, that settles that. Thanks, Morning Lord. Hey guys, I just spoke to my god, and he reckons that we should go back to the city.
Oh, does he speak tree?
Yes, he does.
What are
He
they
speaks
saying?
all things.
Yeah. Give us an insult in tree-ish. We can throw back at those bastards. Judgy motherfuckers.
Well, that is settled then. I think we should do whatever this god has got to say. Speak to some people in the city. Maybe they will have some ideas. Irina, was it? Do you need to go to the city?
I do, yes. I'll believe anybody that tells me that Valakai is the best place to go right now. I couldn't agree more. Let's head down there if we could.
We should-
definitely need to recharge myself. Maybe this fire thing will come back if I just practice it a bit more.
We also probably should backtrack that way because we might have left your niece behind. Sorry.
I did get busy there for a little while, isn't it? Sometimes very hard to keep track of everybody,
Well, that's I'm sure you could be forgiven.
So Valakai is a walled town, so it's sealed up. You know that vampires can't enter closed areas without permission, so that you know that town is relatively safe. And yeah, there is the matter of the young girl that you left at the campsite.
To be fair,
Yeah.
that was
Let's
probably
go
only,
get
a couple
her.
of hours ago.
She's
so.
probably
yeah,
a
it
little hungry.
wasn't long.
Yeah.
Wasn't long.
She's just there cooking marshmallows.
I've been thinking about that a lot, obviously, and I'm glad you've come to it without any prompting. So you all head off back through the forest as dawn lights the land.
Fuck
and,
you, tree! I've seen bigger limbs than a pot plant, motherfucker! Just needed to get that out. Fucking trees, judgy sons of bitches.
The trees creak back at you as you head down. You find the road again and make quick time in the morning light. And you, as you sort of round the corner to where your campsite was, you're only an hour or two away from Valakai, and you see in the clearing sat there. There's a little fire burning, and Hans is cooking up a pheasant he's caught, and sitting across the fire from Myrtle, the little girl. And they seem to be having a lovely chat. So tell me more about this blood magic.
Oh, so it's like this special kind of power that you get, I don't really recommend it. It takes a lot to work it through, you need to study for a long time, that kind of thing.
If I had it, could I
Very dangerous.
stop hags like you?
Totally. I mean, I did a lot of things in those combats, and really, I'm super effective at fighting.
Yeah.
It's when you're this cool, I understand you're enamored.
Almost ready? I'm quite hungry. I've been left alone in this camp for a few hours.
I know.
Almost
Where is
forgotten.
everybody? That's kind of weird. Now, the thing is, I'm no chef. So, I am a blood hunter, but no chef. So, this thing is burnt. Okay.
Somehow burnt on the outside but frozen on the middle. I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know. I don't think I made the sticks long enough to put it on the rotisserie, so it just burnt the outside. It's still cold. I don't know. How is it even frozen? It was alive.
It was alive an hour ago.
It doesn't make sense.
It's so weird.
Oh, it was because I used chill touch. Shouldn't have done that. I froze it. Oh, well.
I guess there are downsides to magic, even blood magic.
Yeah, I never
Because
said
I can't
was
see any other
intelligent.
downside that there might be.
Oh,
to
actually,
blood
I'm quite
magic.
intelligent, actually. Oh, there you go. I know my statistics. I knew that. Oh, hey, guys.
As the group walk into the clearing, Freak, the sword somehow slips from his grasp and drops down just outside the campsite, and Freak returns to his normal self.
Oh shit! What happened? Where am I? What's all this? And he reaches down and just lifts this loose curly hair off his chest. It just falls away, and he touches his face, and the mustache just falls off.
Ragyog walks up to Freak and puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, "It's okay, young man. It's time we told you about puberty."
Oh God! What happened to your face? Fuck! What happened to your face? It's so ugly.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, your side. It looks. Oh,
Ragyog runs
you were
over
horrible before.
But no, I've always been very attractive. Runs over to the water's edge and gets down on hands and knees to see his reflection, and then startles back. Ah, my beautiful face. My beautiful, beautiful face.
I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Hey, it's barely noticeable, man. It really, you can't notice it at all.
No, you can notice it. Look. I look happy.
I'm really trying to look, and I really can't look. I mean, can't see anything,
You're just trying to be nice about it, Hans.
You're
trying to suck up to me because you tried to kidnap Irina and take her to Strahd. Explain yourself, orc.
Okay. No need to call.
But I was going to call you man, but then I thought, let's try and be a bit more species specific.
Okay.
More.
Well.
More.
Where's Mindy?
No, my name's Myrtle.
Look, I know, okay? I really lost my head there for a bit, okay? Irina, I'm sorry. Strahd, he did something to me, He got in my head and things, and and I'll tell you what, I went to Strahd. I went and I saw him, because I was so enamored with him. But I managed to escape. I took a horse, and it was super cool. And I told him he tried to get in my brain again and stuff. And I was like, no, not this time, mister. And, and I just shut him down so good with some real good zingers and stuff. And then he was in this robe and stuff. He looks super silly. And so, I'm done. I'm done with that guy. He's so not cool. and I apologize to all of you. I know I got a bit crazy and stuff, and Irina, I'm really
That's
sorry.
understandable, Hans. I mean, I accept your apology. I do, and I'm sorry about everything that I did as well. Let's just bygones be bygones. I know how powerful Strahd is. I mean, come on. Who are
He's
you
so
talking to?
powerful.
Absolutely.
He's so strong.
You are forgiven. It's completely understandable. And from one survivor to another, I just want to say, I see you and I hear you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Mm.
I mean, personally, like a horse, I don't know if I buy it.
No, he tried to kill me. He tried to kill me. He tried to kill me. Okay? He came at me and
how
I
did you survive? I mean, he's an all-powerful vampire.
What you say to get him to just give you his horse and bring it here, right?
I didn't. Oh no! He put me. He threw me against a wall and he lifted me up and he tried to attack me. Well, he did attack me. You see, by throwing me against the wall, and then I dove out of off the walls, and there was a horse there because it's got stables and stuff on the outside, and. I was fortunate to fall into a big hay bale, and that was conveniently
A hay
placed.
bale. Oh,
Yes.
right. I see.
And I got a horse. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't his horse. I don't know. And I just got out of there because he's super dangerous. He's so strong and powerful. You know?
I'm going to roll an insight check.
Yeah.
I know that's coming. Yeah.
Perception or insight?
Insight deception for Hans and insight for anyone who wants to test that.
Damn. 6.
Hook, line, sinker.
I will also roll an insight.
That
check.
sounds like quite an ordeal.
Hang on.
Anyone else rolling?
10?
I rolled a 4, so
10. Anyone else? No. 10 and a 6. 10 and a 6. It is a 7.
So only Mo is really sus on him. Only Mo doesn't buy it.
okay.
So, hey.
Everyone
all
else thinks that's an awesome getaway.
You poor Mork. You poor
it was-
Mork. That
right.
sounds
I don't
terrifying.
believe you, mate. You would not be standing here today.
Oh,
I've
you know
met
what?
Strahd. I know what it's like, all right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we
He's
know.
a creepy, scary motherfucker. So you
Oh, yeah,
cannot
I
stand
know.
here and tell me that you showed him off. Because I've tried to deceive you all in the past, but I am shit scared of this, mate. All right?
Yeah, I know. You've been having many a conversation with Strahd, haven't
Guys,
you?
come on, look at him. He's just said, Arena said before he might be charmed. Shh, just keep it to yourself for now.
Yes.
right?
I wasn't thinking.
I mean,
straight.
what I was saying is that, Hans is, he's lying so bad.
Well,
Don't you
you
believe
just-
me, guys? Come on.
Well, you just admitted to trying to deceive us. So, I mean, now I'm a little bit sus on you. I have to admit, I haven't known you.
And
I was ages
There
ago.
was
Don't
that
worry, we got over
time
it. Come on.
when
Did I kill a werewolf for you? I did, didn't I?
I mean,
We-
yes, it did
Yes,
bite
I
me on the
mean-
face. That's true.
when we left Giacomo and the crab to die, and we went away. Remember that? Remember when we just left him in the curly? We
Well, it was
left him
yesterday.
with the hags to die. We had to have a nap.
I was
you know?
yesterday.
Remember that? It was yesterday. And you said when we woke up, Mo, you said, "Oh, yes, I met Strahd last night, and now I'm a vampire. And who's the one that Strahd keeps on visiting in the middle of the night? Oh, is it Mo? Oh." So you
I haven't
know,
seen him
and
in a long
then
time.
He comes in before he messes with my brain, and then he says about some kind of deal you have. So if I understand that you want
Well,
to,
I
think
never
that
made a deal. You
I'm
are lying again.
because I think maybe it's convenient for you to be throwing sus on someone else. I've played Among Us.
Well, I've watched a shit ton of Survivor, so
I'm really not sure who to vote out at this stage, but
I'm
one
just-
of you's full of shit.
I must admit I am mostly confused as to why this pheasant still has the feathers on it.
I said I'm no cook.
Myrtle and Freak are eating it, feathers and all. They're
Man,
so hungry.
last-
They're very malnourished.
Last time I had pheasant was Barbara Streisand's bar mitzvah. My God.
Oh, God, you still talk when nobody's holding you.
Yeah, I'm over here, by the way. Hello.
I'm going to walk
Someone
over and
Sentient sword. Thank you.
pick up Sonny. Does he come with a hilt or anything, or is he just...
Yeah, he's got a hilt.
Have I just got to bareback you? All right, well, safety first.
I mean, you could wear a glove.
Oh, so this is on me now, is it? All right.
If it's not on, it's not on, Mo.
Works both ways, I reckon.
She's going to
Look,
just
guys,
like
you-
slide him into the...
You know how many... Yes, you slide him into the hilt.
Into
Does
the
Sonny
sheep.
prefer
Did I
to
ever
be
tell you about
held
the time-
up to like if I've got to if I got to hold you up like a phone and like sort of just like show you to everybody like it's FaceTime or something if you want to talk, like what's your preferred method?
This is fine. Yeah. No, stick me in the ground like a T. Yeah, I'll take that. Stick
All right,
me in the ground.
into the ground he goes.
Oh, it's a rock down there. God damn it. Oh.
Gonna pull him up again and just put him straight into the fire. You're a flaming sword. Is this not where you want to be?
Well, I mean, that's a fair point.
It's actually an energy blade. So it's just like you stick it in the ground, but it just continues to sink down to the hilt.
I asked for this.
the tension remains unresolved among you, but amongst us, I guess. But you all gather your things together and head further down the road towards the town of Valakai. And it's an uneasy silence as you walk, and all of you contemplate the events of the last few days as you arrive at the gates of the town of Valakai. And the town sits high on a berg above you, a small rise, and there's a wooden palisade that surrounds it. And as you approach, on either side of the road, stakes with rotting wolf heads dot the road as you approach. And as you reach the gates, they're actually really quite well built, and they stand open. And two well-equipped militia guards stand guard just inside the gate doors, holding halberds. And as you approach, I think that is the perfect place to end today's episode of DPR, Curse of Strahd.
Oh shit, we've got a Patreon plug. If you like the show and you want to sign up to Patreon to support us, then please do so. www.patreon.com/dice paper roll. There's ways to engage with us. You can jump on, you can reach out on Discord, join our Discord channel, chat, just generally be a bloody awesome human. We love you. And hey.
Hey, listeners. And this week we have also decided to throw in our weekly dissection for free. This is something else you can get when you support us on Patreon. It's a weekly loose 10-minute breakdown of the game that was and other things related to D&D, and sometimes many things not related to D&D. So enjoy.
Hey now.
Oh my god,
Hey.
hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Time for a little dissection,
How you
maybe.
doing?
Hi.
Who wants to-
Time for the dissection.
Mhm.
Guys.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
That was a game of two halves, wasn't it?
Mm.
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 Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Yeah, it
didn't
was fun.
do much in that one, which was good, except for Strahd.
That
I did
was
not expect
fun.
you to go and see Strahd. I was not.
Is that why
was-
you caught him in his bathrobe and stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. What? Yeah, and his flippers. Thanks
You're
for that
not meant
offer.
to be
That's
here.
so good. He's been
Yeah,
so
I-
serious up until now, but then I got to have a few jokes with him, which was kind of nice. Thanks to
Yeah.
the slippers
Yeah.
offer.
That was great fun.
That was a
I
really well
enjoyed
played
that.
scene between the two of you. Well done.
Yeah, I
That
thought
was
enjoyed that a
too.
lot.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you.
There's a little bit of I don't know if it's even the right comparison, but with Hans when he was charmed and everything's cool. Like it just I don't know, reminded me a bit of Two Flower from like just this kind of from
Terry
Pratchett.
Pratchett.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just the naivety of it, I think,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, that
just so happy to be there. I don't know.
yeah,
what I
no,
was
that
getting from it.
really that resonates.
I love the way you played it, Dan. Like, you
Yeah.
know, obviously subservient, but like wanted to be best buds. That was a fun little angle.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
The
that.
nicknames.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
jumping
like-
across that massive power divide with just like
Yeah.
German
Good
charm, you know.
BFFs.
It's
That's
they're
what I
friends, why
thought.
not? You know, it's cool. Got to the discotheque, covered
Nicknames
in
and
guns,
everything.
perhaps.
We get matching tattoos. Let's go.
It's me and Nightshade, you know, Deadly Nightshade.
Oh my god,
that,
the nickname stuff.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so good.
So good.
Wow.
So good.
That
I-
gem is actually an amulet of protection too. So
Oh,
it's
hello.
an amulet of protection.
Do I get some extra bonus
Yeah.
nicey nices for that?
Yeah, you get
amulet of
+1
protection?
AC and +1 to all your saves.
Damn.
Oh, that's
It'll
good.
be in the.
There's gotta be some,
it'll in
like-
the miscellaneous
What-
items. On,
What's the evil catch? It's a gift from Strahd. There's got to be an evil catch.
Yeah.
I'm charmed and I'm trying to do his bidding.
yeah, and you can use it to summon him.
Yeah,
Point
again, I
taken. Yep.
feel like sort of the hypnotic kind of cultish language, or like, you know, that you're just kind of circling around and around him and trying to appease him in any way that you can was just really, really fun. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, really well
Yeah.
done, Dan.
Because all the other Strahd stuff has been so combative, and we've been on the opposite end of like, we're like, no, fuck you, Strahd, da 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 da. And maybe that has limited Strahd's like ability to maybe be a little bit more engaging with someone, to actually to give him a friend and show us like that kind of scene and how that plays out. I think we learnt a little bit more about him and that successor thing and
Yeah.
Tatiana and stuff, and yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
a
good
couple
good
of
place
little
to
hints
drop a
going
bunch
on
of
in
dog
there.
whistles. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so keen to find out about this Tatiana business, but the Ragyog knows nothing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, if only there was a tomb or a tome or a tomb of tomes or a tome of tombs that could tell you things.
Mm.
Good.
Mm.
Do you mean
Yeah,
like-
that would be
If only I
good.
had
If only
some
there
kind
were,
of
but
book.
hey, well, I guess we'll just
Anyway.
keep barreling through without any kind
Moving on.
of any kind of directions or clues, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Keep on
metagame
keeping
it.
Really kind of maybe add that to my list of equipment that I've
Mm.
got that.
Yeah, ever plan on reading that, or is it like does Krabatal? It'll just sit gathering dust.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well,
Mine
A, I
certainly
forgot
is.
about it. And then B, I'm like, well, when's going to be a good opportunity?
Yeah,
to-
Greg, our D&D games don't have any
read it,
reading
you know?
time in them.
I mean, when am I supposed to read this book? When we're fighting werewolves or when I'm being charmed?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, the
that
Bookie
doesn't
Wookie's
count.
not the
Sonny's a
tome.
keen squash player. When's the time for that? When do we get a chance to, you know, let her hair down?
Anytime.
You
It's
just-
really up to you. You could have organized a game of squash while you were in the forest.
No, I'm gonna wait.
Actually.
I'm gonna wait till there's a superior athletic specimen that Sonny can embody, so he can really get his A game on. Freak
enough.
didn't have the thighs for squash, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you would slice the ball in two whenever you hit it.
Yeah, is the sword the racket, or does the sword have its own sword-sized racket?
There's a squash setting for sure. You twist the pommel, or turn to the right, and it's
Yeah,
a
that does make
racket
sense.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like you end up making mashed potato with the ball. every time.
It was nice to have a bit of role play in the forest.
Yeah.
Too, with you guys. So a little bit of fleshing of Sunny and Ragyog.
Yeah.
Fleshing being the operative. Sunny.
Yeah.
I felt terrible when you threw that the tree language opportunity to me, I just had nothing.
I was grasping at straws. Don't worry.
Yeah, Jack was like, if only Ariki's was here, she could speak with plants.
I was actually thinking that. I was like, oh fuck.
Best 6th level spell ever.
Yeah.
That's a 6th level? Jesus.
I don't know. It's something
No,
like that.
but it was definitely one of the ones I put in that deck late.
Yeah. I mean, I had the thought, like, if Mo's kind of like a hippie, then she would be all over, like, tree hugging stuff. But then I also was like, no, I just don't think that she likes the hippie side. She just likes the aesthetic fashion side of the hippie stuff.
She must be the only one.
Deeply shallow. Yeah, she's pulling that. She's trying to, for the team, definitely.
There was a lot of switching between Mo and Irina.
Yeah,
you did
nice
well
work.
with that.
Even a couple of
Yeah.
exchanges to yourself there, which I
Yeah.
thoroughly
Yeah,
enjoyed.
I
nice.
think when it's what I wanted to do is I wanted Irina to think that Hans had convinced her.
Yeah.
As in, like, I was
Yeah, I
like,
got that
whatever, man, that's
entirely.
cool. And then for like Mo to kind of step on her toes a little bit. And Mo's like, Irina said that you said this. And Irina's like, I didn't, and like trying to get her to shut up to kind of like, I guess, like, I mean, because Mo was being, getting very into Hans being a liar, but then overestimated that. And then Hans throwing all that shit back at her as well. Like, it got real, like, it was like proper, like a Twitter fight. God, it was great. Some real slinging. And I was like, and just like a Twitter fight, we all still had to walk to the same town together at the end of the day.
Have your account taken down.
Lots of subtweeting.
Yeah, so much. Yeah,
I thought it was quite
exactly.
appropriate that
Don't
that
at
everybody
me. Don't at me.
that Hans rolled quite low in trying to convince us all, but the only
But
person
we all
who
just-
rolled high enough was Mo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was perfect.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was really
that was
good.
fun.
And it's like,
actually.
because then, great. Yeah, you start throwing it back at me, and then I had my opportunity to be like, yeah, well, what about all that stuff that's been happening with you? Of course, you'd throw shade at me. It's
Yeah,
like,
which is, and again, I think I deflected, and I was like, well, I'm not going to talk. You're not the person I need to convince. It needs to be everybody else, right? But meanwhile, Irina doesn't want to own up that she is also doesn't believe Hans because she thinks it's much better to, make him lull him into a false sense of security, essentially. So I guess in my mind, Irina knows that Hans is lying, but is wanting to keep him on side, whereas Mo is not as good at that. And it helps
probably
that they have
should've come up
totally
with a better
opposite voices,
story.
so then you can switch between them a lot easier.
The
The fact that it wasn't like
Yeah.
the most believable story was fantastic, and,
Yeah.
and actually aligned with the roles.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, well, but not only that, it was just really nice role playing. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
that Hans in that circumstance would have had an amazing story prepared because he's just he's charmed. He thinks he's got it all sorted. Like,
Yeah.
when you,
I mean, I do have an intelligence of 17, so I should be pretty.
Yeah, but
guess
what's your
smart.
charisma?
10.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
So you thought of a good story, but you just didn't deliver it real well.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh wow, my character is the exact opposite of that. Intelligence of 8, charisma of 19.
Damn,
Yeah.
fish. That's
You
a sexy
are-
fish.
Yeah.
You are
That's a Troy
looking
McClure
good.
fish,
Yeah. But not much going on upstairs.
No.
I always get a bit nervous when there's some really great role playing like that, and then we go to dice. Sometimes I feel it's easier to let the dice
Yeah.
dictate the role play.
I agree. Yeah. Well, you can sort
Yeah.
of play it out until it becomes obvious that lines need to be drawn.
I think there's a
Yeah.
certain point where you go, well, my character's wisdom and intelligence are these levels, and that's actually from a metagame point of view, that's a really good lie, and I don't think they would pick up on it. Or there's a part of you that goes, well, I've got a question mark over you because I know that Irina's just said that you've been charmed, so it doesn't matter what you say or how well you deliver it. I'm still gonna keep it. I'm gonna look at you, just to see if I can discern something because I've got got a reason to.
I think we often play through without the roles,
Yeah.
right? Like we often play through the role play without the roles, and like you say, it's only when we get to that that pinch point where we can't agree or we
forward,
can't get
yeah.
over a hurdle, and then and that's I like that use.
Imagine if we
But I
had to
think it-
roll every time we said anything. What a shit podcast.
I remember when I first started playing D&D, it was just like I want to convince everyone.
Yeah.
Diplomacy check. And it's like
Ah.
this is way more fun in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you have a particular way of playing the character and that kind of thing. Like, I would have felt a lot more pressure to go, oh, I rolled really well, so I better come up with a really good story right in that moment.
Yeah.
As opposed
True.
to just like playing through it and just talking it through and playing my character as I usually would, and then seeing
Totally.
how good that actually worked out. You know?
Yeah.
Although it's sometimes fantastic when you have an amazing role and then you tell a really shit story and everyone just has this.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
like that too. And then we went to space, and everyone's like, "No shit, really?
Yeah, wow. Oh,
No
and I
way.
found
Fucking
$50.
Amazing.
On the moon?
Yeah.
Fuck me!
Wizards just released a
Thriving
Halloween
economy in
module.
space.
Oh, yeah.
A Halloween module, which is like a 4-hour or 5-hour game, which is Strahd in space, where you just
Ooh.
fight Strahd in his castle,
That's
but
cool.
it's a spaceship.
Yes.
Wicked.
So did you say a 4 or 5 hour module? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like just a little mini.
So
game.
that's our next year sorted then, I guess.
Strahd in space.
Maybe I'll find a way to work that in.
That's fun.
Yeah, the castle Ravenloft is enormous, by the way. It takes
Yes.
up like a third of the book. It's like
Oh.
huge. But we won't be
We
won't
better-
be doing that because it's like a dungeon crawl. I
Ooh.
think it's really boring in podcast form.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
we'll just be skipping most of that.
Just right
Yeah,
up to the
right.
big bad boss room.
Just doing cool shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
none of the
Super cool stuff.
room. Oh, there's nothing there.
Oh, is there? Oh.
Except there's a statue
Everyone
check
for
that you can
traps.
see.
Yeah, roll for random treasure.
Mm.
Although that
$50
On the moon? Whoa! What?
I just like it.
cheese.
I like it. Have you seen that Adventure Time episode where Finn and the dog just like running through the dungeon and
dog.
Finn's like cutting off the heads of everyone and the dog's behind just grabbing all the loot.
I've not actually seen the episode, but I've seen a clip of
Yeah.
that for a meme about running people, like high level characters running people low levels.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, that's probably it for the Loose 10 with us. We'll see you next week. Hear us next week. You won't see us, but we'll see you. We won't see you.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's Curse of Strahd, you know. Gonna make it a little scary for the listeners. We're surveilling you through
All right,
podcast.
We'll see you next
Hey,
week. Or will we? Oogity boogity.
Bats. All right. See you, everyone.